You know, until I had this grass mod, I never knew that this desert dungeon down there is supposed to be a crashed airship. What's up, dudes and dudettes of the internet? My name's Scythe, and we are back again for another Trove. How y'all doing today, though, folks? Hope you're doing fantastically wonderful. Today, we're gonna try and search for a Jurassic biome, but it doesn't seem like we got any luck today for some reason. It just didn't seem to generate, which kind of stinks, but oh my goodness, this is the weirdest generation I've ever seen. We're hanging out in U9, finally broke out Jub because I know we haven't seen him in a little while now. The reason for that, folks, is because I like using certain mounts on certain characters, and there's just something about, like, the Hairy Larry the llama just looks great on the Dino Tamer, you know? There's just something about him, I just love that mount. I absolutely love it. But I'm always gonna keep using Jub on the Shadow Hunter because, of course, he is my main and my most powerful character. But before we get started today, folks, because we got quite a few things that we gotta talk about, okay? I'm gonna talk about a little bit of the Trove Lore and junk that's been going on, while also kind of showing that despite our PR actually being down quite a bit, we're a lot stronger as the Shadow Hunter right now. What is even happening? Why was that guy so strong? Oh, he generated with the extra health, that's why. So we are going to be giving away, thanks to Ice Inc., we are going to be giving away 3 Mario, Luigi, Mario, all 3 of the legendary birds. So we're gonna be giving away the one that leaves down flowers, the one that walks on water and sets it to ice, and then the one that walks on lava and sets it to stone, I guess. I don't know. But no Gonda. We're never gonna give out Gonda because I'll never be able to afford it for the rest of my life. Either way, if you want any of those, folks, you're gonna have to hit that like button square in the jaw, be subscribed to the channel, and leave a comment in the comment section down below with your username, and Scarlet Aspire will reply to the winner's comment and let you know, hey dude, you won, now you gotta try and catch me in game, yay. Most of the time I'm appearing offline, but I'm on this game like as often as I can spare time for, right? Yeah. So as far as the lore is concerned, because I really, like, that's the thing. As far as my Trove Lore is concerned, I've always loved the idea of doing machinima. And last time I talked about machinima, a lot of you ended up getting confused and saying, what, you're signing up with machinima, the YouTube, like, channel? And it's like, no, that channel ended up stealing the term, but machinima is like, I don't know its actual definition word for word, but pretty much it's when people, like, you ever see Red versus Blue? With Rooster Teeth, you know how they make like they have like an in-game story, and they have like all the characters are in role play, and it's pretty much like their own cutscenes, but it's Halo and stuff like that. Yeah, that's what machinima is, where it's making a story with the in-game mechanics, right? I would love to be able to do something like that, but the fact of the matter is that I don't have the time, and I'm not good enough at it. So even though in episode 401, I ended up dropping hints at, right? A lot of you may not have understood the references, but I was trying to drop hints that Yabaki is coming. I don't know if it actually is. You know, the devs have talked about that mount for a million zillion years, but there's actually a mod that lets you use Yabaki. Somebody ended up making it so that the flower bird turns into Yabaki so that you can actually see what the mount looks like, because that mount's been in the game code for a very, very long time. And for those that don't know, Yabaki is pretty much an evil version of Jub, where he ends up making dark purple blocks, and he kind of is Shadow Tower themed instead of gold and radiant. Now, for a million zillion years, we wanted that mount. Very, very long time, right? And what I want to do as far as the lore is concerned is he has kind of like, because he's kind of like a darker, more mechanical style of Jub, I'm gonna make it that he's kind of a cyborg. And because of that, like, that's why he ended up communicating through Crichton, who has been like infected, you know, he's been gotten by a virus, right? And that's what Yabaki is. So he's gonna take on physical form. That's kind of what's going on. And I'm just breaking roleplay here because, honestly speaking, I don't know if I'm ever gonna be able to have any of this stuff drawn out throughout a cutscene or anything like that. But I just wanted to let you know the plan of how it's actually going. So Yabaki is actually, plot twist, going to be my brother, secretly. Because he's an evil chicken, and, you know, Get Wrecked didn't know, you know, oh no, I had a brother the whole time, right? Oh no. And then there's a couple other crazy things that I want to actually happen with it. And if you're wondering too, I definitely want to add all of this to my story mode club, but you gotta understand that that's gonna take a very, very long time to end up setting something up like that, because I have to have the time to end up building it. So that's why I'm kind of just cluing you all in on what's going on. Now, I don't know whether or not Yubaki is ever gonna end up coming into play. I don't know. But one of the other things too is I'm gonna be introducing a couple new different factions. So we kind of moved away from the Pinata Assassins, as you know. If you're just tuning into the series, long time ago, anytime people would throw down pinatas, I would say that it's a Pinata Assassin, they're trying to attack me, you know, because I used to use the hot dog costume a whole lot. Then I moved away from that because I didn't really want to support people having to buy the hot dog costume just to be a part of my roleplay, right? So that's where I made the Kigurumi costume for the Dracolite, the Draconis. And with that, it was kind of like a way of letting everybody be able to play in my kind of unofficial lore, right? And the whole point too was that it was supposed to be like the dragons were coming and my character needed to hide because I was a delicious hot dog, and the dragons, you know, they would just make barbecue out of them, right? So that's where the Kigurumi came into play. And then it was the Pinata Assassins versus the Dragon Kigurumi. Kigurumi means like pajamas or something like that. Yeah. And needless to say, well, you can go check out story mode for the rest of it. But for right now, I want to bring the Pinata Assassins back. You've probably seen in game, but a few times every now and then, Pinata Assassins have been attacking me again. They're biting me like crazy. And that's because Lord Scythe, the leader of the Pinata Assassins, while he was you know, he kind of disappeared for a little bit, kind of sacrificed himself to protect me. Then he ended up coming back, and now he's kind of unofficially quit the game, even though he kind of keeps coming around every now and then, you know, but he's kind of quit for all intensive purposes, right? So as far as the lore is concerned, he's disappeared. What's happened to him? I don't know. Might have something to do with Yubaki, right? But needless to say, without him there to give the Pinatas guidance, a lot of them have become rebellious. So the Pinata Assassins are a thing. They're back again. And then I'm going to kind of introduce, for those that don't want to be evil pinatas, there's going to end up being Team Unicorn, and that's going to be like a good version of the pinatas, right? And then also, as far as Yubaki and all the mechanical stuff is concerned, I'm going to end up making the Mecha Kitties or something like that, like Mecha Cat, and that's going to kind of be like, I guess it's kind of going to be like kind of more Japanese themed, you know, kind of like Gundam stuff. I don't know if I'll end up making like costumes for all the factions. I probably will end up doing that if I end up having the time. Not necessarily for every single class in the game or anything like that. I know that I never really got on making a Kigurumi costume for everything, but that's just because I kind of just do what I feel like, and I would get very, very burnt out if I ended up trying to commit to something like that. So rather than that, I'm just doing it as kind of a story mode type of stuff, you know, and just kind of letting you all know about that. So I'm still working on quite a few things. I do have quite a few plot twists going on, but we'll talk about those kind of as they get a little further developed, because I want to let you kind of stew on that for a little while, and I am going to definitely try to find the time very soon, if I can, to kind of build more stuff in story mode. I would like to kind of just do it in chunks rather than doing it all at once, and kind of just have like kind of sneak previews of some of the stuff that I've got planned and junk like that, right? It's funny too, as the stupid rubber banding, it's so bad lately. As a Shadow Hunter, I'm not in the habit of using bombs, even though I can do it very, very like efficiently with my Dino Tamer. It's just, Shadow Hunter is just so much faster that I have a hard time keeping up. Anyways, thanks for watching, folks. Very much appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you have a fantastic day. Sayonara and stay epic.